In this video we are going to demonstrate a timer event. Consider the following business situation. In a claims and complaints process, the client should register and provide some documentation to support the claim. Having registered the claim, the documentation required is listed for the client. After the documentation is provided by the client, the claim is analyzed to take the necessary actions and inform the client. This is represented by this diagram. Additionally, in the Analyze Claim or Complaint activity, a date on which the actions should be performed is defined. In some cases, after analyzing the claim, it is not appropriate to immediately perform the corrective actions. In this model, the actions are performed immediately after the analysis, and therefore the business logic is not completely captured. Another event in BPMN is the Timer Intermediate event. This event represents a delay in sequence flows. In this case, after analyzing a claim or complaint, the action will be executed after a certain time. This time is modeled with a Timer Intermediate event. Additionally, if the documentation is not provided by the client within a certain period, the claim will be filed. This should be included in the diagram. In this diagram, after the registration of the claim or complaint, an event-based gateway waits for the first event that occurs. Two events can occur: receive documents or not wait for them. The first event that occurs will deactivate the other. After a period, if the client does present the documentation, the not wait for documents event can be activated, and then the claim or complaint will be filed. However, if the claim or complaint should be filed after a certain time automatically, this model is not appropriate. A Timer Intermediate event in front of an event-based gateway enables modeling the reception of documents to be available for a maximum period of time. If the maximum time is reached, the claim will be filed. On the other hand, if the client provides the documents within the time established, the claim or complaint will be analyzed. Only one route will be followed according to the first event that occurs. Moreover, the client is contacted by telephone before the claim is filed. As a result, the claim will be filed if the client says that he or she is no longer interested in the claim. The client can ask for more time to collect the documentation. In this case, receipt of the documentation is delayed until the date agreed with the client. And if the client is not located, a further call will be made after 2 days. In this model, a data-based exclusive gateway has been added to model a decision based on the contact with the client. Does this model capture the business logic? In this model, if the client asks for further time to collect the documentation, the waiting time event is activated again. However, the received documents event is not enabled, and therefore including the documentation will not be possible. The event-based gateway should be enabled to activate both events. Is this model correct? Is this gateway used as a convergent or divergent element? This model is not correct, as this gateway is neither used as convergent nor divergent. It is necessary to include a database exclusive gateway used as a convergent element. This is the result. However, the business situation considers also that if the client is not located, a further call will be made after 2 days. Consider the following diagram. Is this in accordance with the business situation? In this case, if the client is not contacted, a further call is made after a certain period of time, which is modeled by a Timer Intermediate event.